but then you have Umar. Umar
He looks great, man.
Phenomenal. Completely different style.
Joe Rogan believes Umar has what it takes to beat Dvalishvili. His confidence in Umar's skills adds an electrifying thrill to the already highly anticipated showdown. Umar Nurmagomedov shared his thoughts on Merab Dvalishvili's fighting style ahead of their UFC 311 matchup. He pointed out that Merab has never finished an opponent with no submission or knockout wins to his name. While he acknowledged Merab's stamina and relentless pace, Umar highlighted a key weakness in Merab's game, his difficulty maintaining control after takedowns. Umar believes this flaw could give him the chance to take control and dominate their exchanges in the fight.
Merab, nobody who is finished. Nobody. He don't have chokes. He didn't knock him out. Nobody. And yes, he have good condition, and even what he doing always punch, takedown, and even when he take down somebody, he can't hold him, he can't take back, he can't try to choke him, do armbar, anything. He don't have anything.
Merab Dvalishvili acknowledged Umar Nurmagomedov's skills and admitted the fight would be a tough challenge. However, he criticized how Umar got his title shot, saying other fighters had to work harder to earn their opportunities. Merab felt Umar didn't go through the same struggles as others in the division, and he expressed frustration about it.
Umar is a good fighter, it's a big challenge, but he don't earn it like rest of us, you know, like we all know that we all work hard to earn to get here, and yeah, I mean, I don't get anything easy, but Umar somehow gets easy. He just complains all the time, nobody wanna fight him, but there is so many good fighters. There is Bautista, there is other fighters, they're killers, you know, even Jackson, I forget his first name, and yeah, he fought only Sandhagen, no wrestling. And
Merab Dvalishvili said he doesn't respect Umar, calling him a liar and accusing him of ducking a fight. He said Umar's not being honest and that he'll prove he's ready for the fight.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take belt, and you know it.
You, how dare you, sneaky guy! After I beat Peter Yan and I come #1 contender, you call me out. I don't even see this video that time, and you come in a locker room and you shake my head, congratulations, and you wanna fight me after you was number 14, I was number 1. You wanna fight me?
Umar fired back, saying he doesn't care about respect or what Merab says. He's focused on becoming champ and doesn't think Merab's earned a title shot. Umar also made it clear he's ready to fight anyone.
Nobody don't care about this rematch.
Bro,
only one person who can beat you.
Whoever is busy. You're not a busy.
You're not
fighting
person
once a year.
who choosing opponent for the title. You not. You fighter. UFC not owner your
You have to
company.
enjoy. You have to enjoy.
Shut up and fight.
Merab doesn't like how Umar got pushed up the ranks just because of his family connections. He respects fighters who've earned their spot by facing tough competition, like Kamaru Usman and others, but feels Umar's rise was unfair.
you know, but I don't like hype, and I don't like because of you somebody's cousin, and that's why you got pushed, you know, because we all earn to get here, and like you Kamaru, you get a hard time. I remember they wasn't give you a title fight long time. You was chasing, and yeah, like other guys too, but yeah, Umar just get pushed, and that's a little bit like unfair. That's all, you know.
Khabib Nurmagomedov defended his cousin Umar after Merab Dvalishvili called Umar's UFC 311 title shot a gift. Khabib said Umar earned it through his record, not family ties. Khabib hit back, saying, "That's Merab's problem. When he started, he acted good, but after becoming champ, things changed. Life's different before and after the title, and you gotta deal with it." On the gift claim, Khabib said, Umar's 18-0, 6-fight win streak in the UFC. His last fight was a 5-round main event against Sandhagen. He earned this. Not here cause he's my cousin, but cause of his record. Umar wants his own legacy. Jan 18, he'll show why Merab's nervous. Wen Buckley noted that both Umar and Merab are strong grapplers, but believes Merab has a slight edge with more versatility. He's curious to see if Umar's conditioning can match Merab's pace. Buckley also mentioned a point from his brother, Edry Dill, who said that when two grapplers face each other, they often focus on striking. He thinks Merab might use his striking to gain an advantage over Umar.
That's a good one as well, you know. But I think Merab got a little bit more tools, you know, that he can use. And I'm especially intrigued just to see how Umar's conditioning compares to Merab as well. So, you know, as much as, you know, I would think that, you know, both of these guys will go out there grappling. You know, one thing that my brother Edric Diller will always say, when you got two grapplers in the cage, they eventually think they strikers, you know. So I can see Merab, you know, putting on a little striking clinic on Umar.
Luke Rockhold is confident that Umar Nurmagomedov will win the bantamweight title in Los Angeles. He acknowledged Merab's toughness, but said he believes Umar has the skills to outstrike him and dominate the fight in every area.
Matchup. Merab's just he's a tricky, tough, hard-nosed dude. So it's like he's got to work around him. He's got to I mean, he can outstrike him, and he can not get out wrestled. I think that's where Umar can win. Umar can beat him everywhere, really. I mean, he can outstrike him.
Joe Rogan talks about Umar's striking and how it stands out, says it's super dynamic and dangerous, with fast kicks that come out of nowhere, highlights his front leg head kicks, which are quick and tough to predict, thinks Umar's versatility makes him a complete fighter, especially with how sharp his stand-up game is.
Umar versus Khabib is that Umar is his stand-up is so dynamic. His kicking is so dynamic. It's so dangerous and quick. You know, like, he throws head kicks off the front leg quick. He throws things that are fast. I think if you wanted to, like, really think about, like, who's the most complete fighter, you say, like, Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, but Islam Makhachev, you got to put at the top of the heap. They're the most complete. He could KO you with a head kick.
Lucas Tracy thinks Umar's striking is underrated. He believes Umar's got what it takes to dominate Merab, pointing to his undefeated record and standout performances in the octagon.
No one really talks about this guy as being the second fastest guy behind only Sean O'Malley in the bantamweight division. And that's exactly what I saw when he was piecing up Corey Sandhagen. Now, early on in that fight, Umar looked a little bit green on the feet. It looked like Corey Sandhagen was going to give him the business. And then second, third, fourth, fifth, Umar Nurmagomedov's out here landing 5, 6-piece combos on Corey Sandhagen, making him look like a slowpoke, making him look like a fool. And these are basic combinations, but this man's speed is on another level.
Kamaru Usman praised Umar's mindset and approach to MMA, comparing some of Umar's early career struggles to his own. He expressed support for Umar, wishing him success in climbing the bantamweight ranks and building on his family's MMA legacy.
Where you're at, and I like the way you think about it, because I was in a similar position to where I wanted to fight with Wonder Boy at the time, and they said the same thing to me, don't deserve it. And I wanted to fight with everybody in the top 5, and they say the same thing to me, you don't deserve it. Don't deserve it. No, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him.
Billy Quarantillo is siding with his Merab Dvalishvili, confident he can handle Umar's wrestling and keep up his relentless pace, even as the underdog.
I'm going to take the Long Island boy Merab in that one, just because he's my boy. I think Umar, obviously, he has the pedigree, and he has a great in all of his fights. But I think Merab can kind of neutralize his wrestling a little bit more than anyone else could. And with Merab's pace, I think he can get that one done. Obviously, he's probably going to be an underdog, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm going to rock with my guy, Merab, in that one.
Javier Mendes explained that Umar had a tough time getting a fight. They thought he'd face Song Yadong on December 14th, but that fell through. Umar just wanted to fight before Ramadan. Didn't matter against who. Then, out of nowhere, Mendes found out Umar's fighting for the title on the same card as Islam. Mendes said it's short notice, but Umar's ready.
Be a new bantamweight champion, and it's going to be, you know, a Nurmagomedov, little Umar, little ego, young ego.
Father's plan, right?
Yeah, father's plan, yeah. Little Umar's he's gonna do it. I feel really comfortable with that, you know, and he's got a really super tough champion in front of him, and it's not gonna be easy by any means, but I believe we're gonna do it.
Mendes said Umar's a beast and confident, doesn't care who he fights. Umar's undefeated, trains hard, and knows his skills. He said Umar's mindset and discipline make him dangerous. Even with short notice, Mendes believes Umar's fully ready.
The champ's got great grappling, well, we do too. You know, he's got okay striking, well, we have great striking. So decent submissions, we have pretty good submissions. So we're good in every area that he can bring, we can bring also.
And I know after the Corey Sandhagen fight, that was for the #1 contender fight, but these past few weeks, a bit of a whirlwind where it seemed like he may be fighting Song Yadong, and I did speak to Song Yadong a few weeks ago in Sacramento, and he told me, when can we see you back? You know, the fans miss you.
Yeah, probably in January.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I want to fight the card in LA? Los Angeles.
Yeah, LA 311, right?
311, yeah, 311.
Awesome. Yeah, I spoke to Uri. That's what he told me.
Yeah, if Umar take the fight, yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be Umar?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn Horth is picking Merab to win, citing his momentum and the tools to get the job done.
Merab, you know, he just coming off that last one, and I think he's got the momentum, and I think he's got the tools and the style, so I'm going to take Merab on that.
Corey Sandhagen thinks Umar Nurmagomedov will win at UFC 311 and is also rooting for him. Umar faces bantamweight champ Merab Dvalishvili on January 18th at Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Sandhagen, who lost to Umar in a 5-round decision at UFC on ABC 7 in August, knows how good Umar is. I think Umar probably will win, he said to Middle Easy. I just don't see Merab winning. He won't outstrike him, and he won't be able to take him down or control him like he did with O'Malley and others. I don't see a way for Merab to win. Sandhagen thinks Umar's defense will stop Dvalishvili. Umar will defend a lot of those shots, keep it striking, and just pick him apart. Umar's quick and his kicks come out of nowhere. Sandhagen also said the fight will let Umar show his skills, especially since Merab's been talking a lot. Merab's been talking trash, and I want to see him get beaten by a guy who's supposed to be a wrestler but couldn't wrestle me. Merab still says I was a gift, so I'm on team Umar now. Joshua Van is throwing his support behind Merab, influenced by a positive interaction they had backstage. He expressed confidence in Merab and said he's sticking with him for the fight. Davidson Figero thinks Merab Dvalishvili's got a good chance to pull off an upset against Umar Nurmagomedov in the first UFC title fight of 2025. Even though Dvalishvili is the champ with a 12-fight win streak, he's the underdog in this one. There's a lot of hype around Nurmagomedov, but Figueiredo, 24-4 and 1 MMA, 13-4 and 1 UFC, thinks the belt's staying with Merab. Figueiredo added, "I'm leaning towards Merab," Figueiredo told MMA Junkie through an interpreter. His striking's not great, but he tires people out and confuses them enough to get them down. Umar's dangerous with submissions from the bottom, so Merab's gotta watch for that. But after 5 rounds, I see Merab winning. Figueiredo's watching UFC 311 closely. He might have been next in line for the winner if not for his loss to Petr Yan in November. Still, he's not giving up on his shot at the belt. He's open to going back to flyweight for a rematch with Alexandre Pantoja. Figueiredo said, "I've got some adjustments to make. I'm gonna reinvent myself and get that title." Luke Thomas says Umar's got solid skills and an undefeated record. He sees Umar as the future of the bantamweight division, pointing out his dominant style and big potential.
Figueiredo had a nice win streak, but it came to an end. Jan has kind of already tasted the title, and the win over Figueiredo was fantastic, but it just wasn't necessarily enough at the present moment. Umar has the Nurmagomedov name, he's undefeated, and he brings in, I think, a very, very difficult style for Merab. Merab can win that fight. Again, the guy attempted nearly 50 takedowns against Petr Yan when they fought. He has a motor like I've never seen in MMA, but there's a level of refinement and polish, both in the stand-up and in particular some of the wrestling and scrambling game of Umar Nurmagomedov that's going to be, I think, a big problem for him.
Thomas highlights Umar's impressive performances, like his win over Raoni Barcelos, as proof he's ready for tougher competition. He says Umar's dominant style makes him one of the top prospects in the bantamweight division.
At bare minimum, a difficult challenge one way or the other. Fantastic fight, and you could get the coronation of yet another Nurmagomedov holding a title. Remember, Usman Nurmagomedov holds a title currently over in PFL or whatever you want to call that. So now you might get one returning to the UFC this whole time. And of course, Islam Makhachev, part of the Nurmagomedov kind of empire, not sharing the name, but part of the team. He also is our current title holder. Would be very, very impressive if they can make that happen. I don't know what the odds are on this. The news is so new, we haven't seen it yet. But that's a hell of a fight. That's a fun fight. Umar's stats to this point, if I may, very quickly. I'm going to pull this up here. Again, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in the UFC. Undefeated. Obviously, he got a decision.
Kamaru Usman praised Umar Nurmagomedov, emphasizing his mental approach to the sport. Usman said he admires how Umar thinks and drew parallels to his own career. He recalled being in a similar position, eager to face top contenders, but facing criticism and doubts about whether he deserved those opportunities. Usman reflected on the time when he wanted to fight everyone in the top 5, despite others questioning his place.
Where you're at, and I like the way you think about it. Because I was in a similar position to where I wanted to fight with Wonder Boy at the time, and they say the same thing to me, don't deserve it. And I wanted to fight with everybody in the top 5, and they say the same thing to me, you don't deserve it. Don't deserve it. No, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him.
Henry Cejudo shared a memory of Umar Nurmagomedov before he joined the UFC, already drawing attention from top fighters. During his prime as a 2-division UFC champion, Cejudo noticed something distinctive about the young talent, and he recalled being impressed by Umar's early promise, recognizing a quality that suggested he was destined for greatness.
I'll remember this, and it's on video too, so it's with the anatomy of a fighter. I remember I looked at Umar, and he was sitting down, and I'm like, and this guy right here, I got my eyes on this dude, and then it's on film, because I'm saying that I knew that you were the future. Eventually, when you weren't even in the UFC yet, I think at that time.
Yes.
But I knew that there was just something special about you. The first time that I kind of rolled with you in San Jose. And
alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future content. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.